Hello YouTube, it's PS3 Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well in gaming laws. So in today's video we'll be looking at some more gaming news of the last week. Before we get into the video, as always, let me know what your thoughts are below, as I love to read all your comments, and please remember to like, comment and subscribe. But yeah, let's jump into the gaming news of the last week. So first up then, I will heavily preface this first article that it is heavily rumoured at the time of recording this video that the PS3, PS Vita and PSP online digital stores are going to be closing this summer. Now again, at this time of recording, Sony have not confirmed in an official statement that this is going to be true. However, we are expecting Sony to make some sort of announcement in the coming weeks, and when I will be probably talking more about this in the coming weeks if Sony do make this announcement. However, just for context, I wanted to cover this news. Yes, it's heavily rumoured. I think as somebody that covers gaming news, I don't like to cover a lot of rumours. However, a lot of news sites have picked this up and there are multiple sources of this news online. However, I do think it's important to give you a heads up in the event that this does become official from Sony and is true. So basically, for context, what the article is saying is basically Sony's PS3, PSP and PS Vita digital stores reportedly closing for good this summer. Sony is reportedly readying permanently close its PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita digital stores starting in July. As reported by The Gamer, who I'm not really sure the credibility of this site, however they are apparently a verified source about the situation. So 2nd of July will see Sony permanently shut its PSP and PS3 stores, while the PS Vita store will close on the 27th of August 2021. By that point, the PSP store will have been active for over 16 years, with the PlayStation 3 and Vita stores making it to 15 years and 10 years respectively. So today's report isn't an altogether unexpected development, of course, given that PlayStation 3, PSP and PS Vita games disappeared from the desktop and mobile versions of the PlayStation Store last October following a redesign. However, Sony's latest changes mean it'll no longer be possible to purchase digital copies of games or DLC for PlayStation 3, PSP and Vita directly from a device's store app either. There's no indication of how this move might affect games purchased prior to the store closures as yet. Presumably players will still be able to re-download their purchases as required, but more should be revealed in Sony's official announcement due very soon. So that isn't great if you're a fan of purchasing your games digitally on these stores or for game preservation. I do think there's a question mark over if Sony really gives a damn about preserving their old games on PS1, 2 and 3. However, I would love to see them either re-release all of these games on PlayStation 4 or 5. Yes, we do have PlayStation Now that acts as almost like your PlayStation version of Game Pass, which gives you access to PS1, 2 and 3 games that you can digitally download, but there is an option also to stream those games. However, me personally, I'm not a fan of streaming games because my internet isn't the best. However, that might be different for other people, and I do think Sony need to do something with PlayStation Now. I would like to see them incorporate PlayStation Now within the PlayStation Plus subscription based service, but then again, will we see PS Plus increase because of that, or whether they don't do anything, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, it's not really good if this is true. I'm just not really sure why, to be honest, but I suppose obviously want to try and get as many people on the PS5 as possible, and by closing the PS3, Vita and PSP stores, that might be an indication of that way of making people switch to PS5. However, I do think a lot of people might go down the route of emulation for older titles. As always, let me know what your thoughts are on that. If this is true, is this a sign of the times, or is this wrong decision from Sony? Let me know your thoughts. So next up then, we have the news that Ghost of Tsushima is getting a new film directed by the John Wick director. So the article goes on to say from the PlayStation blog, Sucker Punch Productions provides first details on the Sony Pictures film directed by Chad Stahelski, who is the director of the John Wick films. So a Ghost of Tsushima movie is in the works. The idea of translating our game into a new medium is exciting and we're intrigued by the possibilities. We've all been brought to tears in a movie theatre surrounded by strangers. We've all gone to a movie on opening night when the crowd is so excited that they cheer when the lights go down. It's a group experience that isn't replicated anywhere else. To think that we could sit in the theatre someday watching Jin Sakai up on the big screen is amazing. We'd all relive his 10th transformation into the Ghost from a whole new vantage point. We are happy to partner with Sony Pictures to make this happen, and Jin is in very good hands with the film's director. Chad Stahelski created something special with John Wick. His vision for what could be backed up by years years of experience combined to create some of the finest action scenes ever created. If anyone could bring to life the razor-sharp tension of Jin Katana combat, it's Chad Scalatilski. Also, I'm happy to say we've sold over 6.5 million copies of Ghost of Tsushima now, and that roughly is half of all those people who have made it all the way through the game. Can you believe that? Around 3.25 million times the digital Mongols have been kicked out of digital Tsushima. As a newly appointed ambassador for the real island of Tsushima, I'd like to formally say, visit when it's safe to. If you get a chance, the island is beautiful, the people are warm, and the history is all around you. If you're very, very lucky, you'll spot a Tsushima cat. Then, later, when the Ghost of Tsushima movie comes out, you can tell your friends about how you've been to the beach where the Mongols landed. I know I speak for everyone at Sucker Punch by sending out a massive thank you to Ghost fans. Your support for the game is what makes opportunities like a movie come true. It's been a sincere pleasure checking out your photo mode images posted online and fighting alongside you in Legends. We're so happy to be on this ride with you. So yeah, that is really some fantastic news that Sucker Punch Studios and PlayStation Studios are making a Ghost of Tsushima movie. I personally can't wait to watch. We've also had news that the Uncharted movies is finished filming, got Mortal Kombat, and there's also talk about a Demon's Souls movie as well. We've also got Twisted Metal TV show, and we've also got The Last of Us on HBO. So it's looking good for Sony PlayStation titles and IPs. So as always, let me know what your thoughts are on the topics being discussed in today's video. Are you a fan of Sony IPs getting turned into live action films and TV shows? Let me know your thoughts below. And finally, the last sort of piece of gaming news I wanted to cover this week is that Returnal from Housemarque has gone gold. So from the Housemarque Twitter, Housemarque have basically outlined that Returnal has finally gone gold, and they go on to say a huge thanks to everyone at the team at Housemarque, PlayStation Studios and all the other teams involved. We can't wait to have this out soon and for every player out there to experience the planet of Atropos. So Returnal is obviously now releasing on PS5 April 30th, and it looks as though it's shaping up to be another great game for PlayStation Studios. There you go guys, they are the gaming news that I wanted to cover this week. As always, let me know what your thoughts are on the gaming news and topics being discussed in today's video, as I love to hear all your thoughts below. But that is the end of today's video. As always, thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PSU Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys, bye bye.